camera here. All right. Again, I don't have any camera people. I'm a one-man show over here, so for all those that make fun of me, hoo, you gotta get better camera angles. Unless you're volunteering to be a cameraman, shut the fuck up. I'm a one-man show. Basically what you just saw here is a trigger that I just got from a buddy. He let me borrow it. It's a WOT trigger. This is one of those controversial triggers in the gun community. And as I don't know if you've seen the video I've done before, but if you haven't, search for it. I did a binary trigger video where a lot of people giving me a lot of flack because they're saying things like I said this or that and I didn't. So I'm going to reiterate some of that shit now. One, a WOT or a rare breed trigger is not full auto. All right, and I'm gonna say it again for the slow crowd because they comment too. A WOT on a rare breed trigger is not full auto. I own full autos, so this is not one of them. Regardless of what the ATF is saying or trying to do in courts, this is not a full auto. Yes, you are allowed to own a full auto. However, it must be under certain circumstances. For me, I'm an 0702. I get to make my own, fill out a Form 2. It goes to the ATF. They approve it. Voila, I got a machine gun. Woo! I can't sell it to anybody except a law enforcement or government agency or another FFL 0702. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know if an 0301 would be able to buy one with a law letter, but you'd need a law letter, and from the buzz I'm getting in the FFL SOT world, there's not a lot of those being entertained right now. The other way to get a full auto machine gun is to get a pre-86 transferable. All right, it's known as a transferable. You can get those if you can find them, and you're going to pay up. I'm talking, you're going to pay up. All right, so if you got more money and cents, you could go get yourself a transferable machine gun. But this right here, this one is a WOT trigger, all right? So again, this gun is not full auto. What the WOT with the forced reset triggers do is after every shot, they force your finger forward, all right? And they prepare you for that next shot. And you take that rearward motion back, and it takes that next shot. That does not constitute full auto. The fact that it does it in rapid succession really doesn't matter because you can do that with your belt loop if you wanted to. All right? At the end of the day, it's still a semi-automatic weapon. It's just that we cheat a little bit and we find a way to make them faster. Faster doesn't always mean more accurate, all right? You still got to put up with the recoil. So, for all those people out there that are like, you called it a full auto. No, I didn't. Never once did I say that in the previous video, and I'm not saying it now. It is not full auto, and I don't know how many times I can reiterate that. There seems to be a lot of these Nazis in the gun world that well, and they really don't know what the hell they're talking about, but then they choose to leave comments all over the place that make absolutely no sense to any of us. For all of you ear pro Nazis, you will notice I have a can on, all right? And for my future videos that I don't, you'll probably see me wearing regular hearing protection until I get my hearing aids fixed. They broke, so I'm kind of stuck now until I get them fixed. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, hey, I get to play with a lot of shit, and I get to say a lot of shit, and this is just another notch in my belt with a WOT trigger. Once again, it was cool, but I own full autos, so this really doesn't excite me as much. And this is why I prefer, and I'm going to say this again, my personal preference is binary triggers, all right? If you don't know what a binary trigger is, just go ahead and look up my last video I did with them, and hope you have fun watching that. And until I see y'all again, stay safe, shoot straight.